Welcome to all. This video is about the data pre-processing by using R programming language. We can do the data pre-processing in Excel also, but the Excel has some limitations. It have some limited number of power also. But if we want to do the data analysis, the data pre-processing technique without any limitation, you must go with R programming language. Here you can feel the power of big data. So the R programming language is specially designed to handle the data, big data as well. Okay, right now we are going to discuss. In this case, I'm going to take one example, one simple data set which contain a error. You can see this is a data set. Okay, this is my data set here, warehouse data set. Okay, so just I'm going to open the data set. So this is a given data set. Okay, you can see what are the errors are there in a data set. So before to do the data analysis, you must have to understand the given data set. That's very important. How many rows, and maybe the data set may have a many number of rows, but you must have a knowledge in how many columns you have, what type of each columns is this, what to do with the columns, what is the problem is actually the given column. You must have a clear idea about it, then only you can able to do the data analysis. Otherwise it's problem. Before that, you must have a proper knowledge in a relevant field of your given data set. For example, this is a warehouse data set. I must have a knowledge about the warehouse data set. For example, if I'm going to deal with medical data set, I must have a knowledge, at least the minimum number of knowledge in the medical field. Then only I know what is important, what is not important, what is error, what is not error, what is a outlier, what is mean by outlier. So some information is not relevant to your given data set. That is called as outlier. You have to know, you have to identify those informations. Okay, so must have a knowledge this. Okay, for example, in general, you have a problem here. The 200, it's in a number, sorry, it's in a text. You must convert it to the number. Here NaN, this is a problem. So this is a general problem. So you have to have a meaningful knowledge of your given data set, then only you can do something with it. Otherwise it's problem at all. Okay, here I have prepared the data, the total core. Okay, first here this is our data set. Okay, so firstly to do this data pre-processing, you need these libraries. For example, here I'm going to copy the library name and paste this there. Okay, right now it works. If you face a problem, you have to figure out the issue. For example, copy the what type of error you face, copy the error, and you can use some of the AI tool and paste it there, and it lead to you how to solve this mistake. The package issue, which means maybe some of the packages deleted with your knowledge or without your knowledge, it happened. So there is no common problem occur. Okay, so here you see that this is install, so your package must be here. Okay, for example, what is a package here? Teddy bears. Okay, here it's okay. You can see here the library name, it appear here, it must tick. Okay, which library is it's tick, which means it works properly. So this is, you can use this in your data analysis problem. Okay, if you want to use this, you can take it. Okay, but right now this is not necessary to us. And the next one, library, copy the code, and you see, paste it here, enter. Yeah, no issue. And the next one, copy it, and you see here, the next one, enter, no issue. Okay, right, no issue. So if you have any issue, it will be appear here, so there is no issue here. So right now here, this is a code for to load your data set. So this is a method, so base shows warning for parsing issue. So this is it. If you have any NA or NAN, this it which contain your data set, it will give it to you the warning. So this is the two purpose to load the data set. For example, here you can see the every library have a meaning. For this code data manipulation, this library, and this is for data handling, loop date, and the reader is for robust CSV reading. So right now we are using a CSV file, and the stringer, this is for string manipulation. We have a string to manipulate it, that's why we have to load this library. Okay, copy the code, and right now go to here, paste it, run it. You can see, you can okay, right, perfectly run, there is no issue. And this is the next one, reader which recommend a better type interface. Okay, here if you want to need a better type interface, this is another one method. So this is a method 1, this is the method 2. Okay, right, enter. Okay, so this is it. For example, this method 2 gives us the result of there are totally 1000 number of rows available and 10 number of columns are available. So here this is what are the characters are there. There are 8 columns it which contain totally 10 columns, 8 columns it which contain characters, and 2 columns contain the product ID and the prices. Okay, this is it. Okay, and go to the next one, string warehouse, view structure, to view your structure of yours. Sorry, right, view structure. So this is a structure of our data set. Okay, here you see the product ID, so the number of columns, this is what type of data type is this, number, character, number. Okay, so this must be the number also, but here you have a character, that's why this is considered as a character, but it must be number also, you need to convert it to the number. Okay, and so here usually it must be three numbers and 7 characters. Okay, so what to do with this column? So column characters, so these are all the results of it. And glimpse of your warehouse. What is a glimpse? Okay, it is a, you are going to have a glimpse view of your data set. Okay, glimpse view of yours. And next, First, initial data inspection. So firstly, the summary of your data set. To view summary of your data set, so this is a summary of your data set. What is summary? Here you see that the product ID and the product ID minimum maximum. So this is a product ID, so it is not necessary to us. Product name, so it's a character. These are all the characters. In the price, you see that minimum price is a 9.9, and the first one is a 19.99, median 29.99, and mean 28.09. so this is a value. NA values are 207 cells which contain non-available values. Okay, this is a summary of our given data set. Right now, checking missing values per column. So you are going to analyze how many missing values are there per column. Okay, paste it. Right now you see in a product ID there is no missing value. In this case, here in a quantity you have a 158 missing values, and in the price you have a 207 missing values. Okay, so this is it. Last restocked, you have a 200 missing values. So these are all the total number of columns. Next, check data type. To check your data type of your given data set. So you see that what is a data type of your given data set. Product ID, it's a numeric. Product name is a character. That's it. And examine problematic columns. Okay, to examine the problem, which column have a problem. Here you see that in a warehouse quantity data set, in a quantity column, it which contain a problem. So this kind of problems you are faced there. Okay, unique. Okay, right. And in a quantity column, what type of problem you are faced? In a last restocked column, what type of problems you face? Enter. Here is this. The problem is this. This is it. The non-available value. That is a problem you face there. Okay, right. Next, handling missing values. So how to handle the missing values in R? Here the first strategy, remove rows with the critical missing data. But in this case we don't have a critical value. There is no problem with rows, so we no need to run this code. If you run this code, there is no result, there is no problem in here. So just to run it, so there is no problem here. Okay, you see that print warehouse clean. Okay, so this is it. There is no problem within it. And right now this is a strategy to input missing quantity with the median by category. So every single category you are going to insert median as a value. Okay, so that this is important for us. Okay, copy the whole code and paste it. So right now here everything is solved. You see that the missing values are replaced by the median values. Okay, right. In a product ID there is no problem, but in a quantity there are 132. In a last restocked 170. Okay, right. And data type conversion and transformation. So create a text to number mapping for quantity. For example, here you need to convert 200 in this is to 200, this is to 300. There is no 300, but if it is there. Okay, first copy the code and place it there. Everything, there is no issue. And right now copy the warehouse, copy it, and right. So so there is no problem here. The simple it occurs. Okay, right. What is the reason for, what is the purpose for this? Convert the quantity to numeric, text to number, and clean white spaces from product name, and standardize a text column. So these are all it. So nextly, parse dates with multiple formats. Okay, here you are going to deal with the date. Okay, so this is you need to restore the date into the general date format. So this is it, right? Here everything proper, there is no issue. And verify conversion. So right now we are going to verify the conversion if there is any problem or there. First you are going to check whether there is any problem. Okay, here everything is converted, the 200 it's there. Okay, so we still have a problem with the NA. Okay, right. And warehouse and last restocked. So this column, where there is any problem with there or not. Okay, so everything is converted properly. So you have a problem with the NE. So this is not altered. So we didn't do code it yet. So next, feature engineering. So right now we are going to label it which is out of stock on a critical or something like that. So we are going to multiply the quantity into the price. We are going to set it out if the price is less than 10, and then the budget and is greater than standard and premium. So we are going to categorize it. Okay, this is a feature engineering. Right. Okay, and next, final validation. Checks for any remaining issues are there. Okay, so here you see that total records, valid quantities and valid dates, and average prices and total inventory values. This is it. Okay, it's a final checksum. Okay, so this is a summarize it. We are going to use this formula to, you can summarize it, and finally you are going to write it out. Okay, everything was set up. You see here the CSV file will be created here. Okay, first right, it's done. Okay, it's done everything. So this is a new CSV file name, warehouse cleaned.csv, right? You can see it here, warehouse cleaned file was created. Okay, now I open it. Yeah, here you see that this is a new file we have, but right now you see that This is a old data set. Here this is a newly generated data set, the columns which is generated. So this is it, split it up into the number of years, number of this is a month, this is a date, this is a month, and the inventory in a stock we are going to multiply it into the quantity into the price. Okay, right? Okay, so this is the cleaned data set. So right now we are going to delete it, which column you want, which column you don't want. Okay, so here you have to decide that what to fill here to the NA. For example, you are going to select the entire okay, for example, in this case you are going to replace you see that in a quantity, a number of quantity, you are going to replace a 0. It is not correct at all. Your answer will be your total inventory will be 0. So to avoid this, here you need to use some minimum number of quantity. For example, what should be meaningful one? For example, you are going to identify the mean or median. Okay, median. Okay, first we are going to identify the median value for your entire 150. So you are going to replace to the entire column NA into the 150, but you cannot take this decision by yourself. You have to deal with your higher authority about to fill it out. Okay, so that's why it's I don't use to fill the NA into the 0 or NA into the 150. Okay, why this decision need to take you need to discuss with some other particular concerned person, then only this is correct. So that's why this is it. Okay, so I hope you understand what is it. Okay, how to do the data pre-processing. This is a pre-processing, which means you are prepared your data set for data analysis. After from this data set you are going to do the data analysis. Okay, so here you are going to delete whatever you want. Which column you want to delete, you can delete it. Which column you want to keep, you can keep it. Okay, based on your need. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Okay, here now you know the importance of R. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss how to do the data visualization, the same data set by using R. Okay, I will explain everything in detail. Okay, right, I hope you understand. So if you have any questions or any doubt, you can ask me. I will help you to solve your problem and doubts. Okay, see you in the next video.